Third-party administrators, or TPAs, have become increasingly prevalent in the healthcare industry. These companies act as intermediaries between healthcare providers and insurers. While TPAs can streamline certain administrative processes, their growing influence on clinic operations and patient care is alarming. Many doctors are concerned about TPAs interfering with their medical judgment. TPAs often have their own sets of guidelines and protocols that doctors must follow. This can lead to conflicts when a doctor believes that a particular treatment is necessary, but the TPA denies coverage. The administrative burden placed on clinics by TPAs is leading to frustration among medical professionals. The lack of regulation surrounding TPAs is a significant issue. In many countries, including Malaysia, TPAs operate without much oversight from government agencies. This lack of regulation allows TPAs to wield considerable power without accountability. This lack of transparency can be detrimental to both healthcare providers and patients. The Private Medical Practitioners Association of Selangor and Kuala Lumpur, or PM PASCL, recently conducted a survey that sheds light on the extent of TPA interference in Malaysia. The survey results are concerning, to say the least. A staggering 83.1% of doctors reported dissatisfaction with the increased administrative workload imposed by TPAs. Furthermore, payment disputes are a major point of contention. The survey found that 74% of doctors are frustrated with the process of resolving disputes with TPAs, particularly when it comes to delayed payments. These delays can create significant financial strain for clinics, especially smaller practices. The PM PASCL survey reveals widespread dissatisfaction among doctors regarding TPAs. Doctors are not taking this situation lying down. Many are now urging their patients to seek direct reimbursement from TPAs. This would shift the burden of paperwork and payment collection away from clinics. While this is a positive step, it is not a permanent solution. It is clear that government intervention is urgently needed to address the growing influence of TPAs. The Malaysian government must take immediate action to regulate these entities and ensure transparency in their dealings with healthcare providers. This includes establishing clear guidelines for TPA operations and implementing mechanisms for accountability. One crucial step is to create a system for addressing complaints against TPAs. Doctors and patients should have a clear and accessible avenue for reporting issues such as denial of coverage, payment disputes, and interference in medical decisions. Doctors are calling for government intervention to address the negative impacts of TPAs on healthcare. Regulating TPAs is not about stifling their role in the healthcare system. It is about ensuring that they operate fairly and transparently. The ultimate goal should be to create a system where TPAs complement, rather than hinder, the delivery of quality healthcare. The unchecked influence of TPAs poses a significant threat to the quality of healthcare. When TPAs interfere with medical decisions or delay necessary treatments due to bureaucratic hurdles, patients suffer. This can lead to a decline in patient trust, not only in TPAs, but in the healthcare system as a whole. Governments have a responsibility to safeguard the health and well-being of their citizens. This includes ensuring that the healthcare system is patient-centered and that healthcare providers are empowered to make the best decisions for their patients. The interference of TPAs in healthcare decisions can negatively impact patient trust and well-being. Ignoring the issue of TPA interference will only exacerbate the problems. It is time for governments to step up, implement sensible regulations, and ensure that healthcare remains focused on what matters most: the patient.